All right, welcome to week 8 for our price analysis course. All right, what I've got set up for you is stock track. So in this week, you will see the instructions on how to set up your account. It's about $30 or the cost is there. So go ahead and get a credit card ready and get subscribed to stock track. Each of you will individually have an account and it is required, as we talked about before. In this video, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the week. So the assignment for the week is very simple. It is that you will log into StockTrack, get your account set up, and make one trade. I just need one. My advice would be not to be very aggressive about your trade. Pick one of the commodities we've talked about and just decide whether you think it's going to go up or it's going to go down and make your trade accordingly. My advice would also be to keep the contracts low. So I'm going to do an example of that. I'm going to trade with you. So your class, again, is Fall 2018, AgBoo 4360. Your link provided this week will get you in. So once you get in, here's what your account will look like. There's additional learning resources up at the top here, so take advantage and learn through those. I've added some into the week to also help. But when you log in, you're going to see your portfolio. You're going to see your account snapshot, which lets you see that I've provided for you $1 million worth of liquid cash to use in the trading. Now that gives you a buying power of $2 million because you're being able to trade on what's called a margin. So you're able actually to use more than really the $1 million at one time. Now the cash is only $1 million, so once you exhaust that, hopefully you won't. But once you do, then that will actually give you nothing to be able to be happening. So you don't want to get there. You got plenty of money to trade with. Just don't be silly about the numbers of contracts you buy at one time. That'll get you to bind. Also, you're able to make 300 trades. Once again, should not be a problem. But again, don't get silly with trading in and out, in and out, in and out. And you're probably not going to do any good anyway. And that's actually going to be a problem in the trading volume that you have. The idea is to not let you be limited by money or trade. So those are both pretty wide. But mess those up and you will end up being stuck and you won't be able to trade your way out of anything. Strategies we come up with, I want to share those with you and see you apply them. And so that's kind of the idea. Now, when we get to this screen, again, resources are here. One of the areas that you'll go to all the time is trading. So I want to go ahead and make a trade. So I choose futures, and that is what you will be trading as futures contracts. Now, I'm going to jump over to CME Group, and I'm going to say that I'm looking at lean hogs. I'm going to say I feel like this is a high price with volume and other things I'm looking at here. I feel like that the market is high right now. If it's high, I think it's going to go back down. That lets me want to be in more of what we call a short position, which is, again, representing a sell. So once I decide what I want to look, or how I want to look, by the way, CME Group, I think is one of the best places to go to kind of try to get a feel for the market. Then I go back into StockTrack, which you can look for in here. You can look for information. But I'm going to come in and then I'm going to look at an action. So what are the actions? Well, a buy will let you start with a buy and then you would sell to get out. It's kind of pretty normal. However, what StockTrack did was they used a few different terms here. If you want to start off with a sell, then that's called a short, which is our normal term. But to take care of that short, in other words, to get out, they use the word cover for that. So anyway, those are the terms. If you want to buy, in other words, you want to be long, you will be taking a buy, and later on you will be taking a sell. If you want to start off short, you'll be starting with a short, and later on you'll do what's called a cover to get you out. So that's their terms. I'm going to start off with a short on lean hogs. It's in the livestock industry. It's the lean hogs category. Contract months are all listed. I'm going to go for December of 2018. I'm going to say I'm looking at covering myself with 3 contracts. I don't want to be too aggressive here. In fact, let me be even simpler. Let me just do 2 contracts. Now, I have a choice here on the order type. Market is going to be whatever the market's at, I want in. A limit would be I want in the market, but I have a limit of what I would pay. Or a stop is to get out of the market if there is a certain price. So both limits and stops, and those are terms you can learn more about here. But these terms, limits, learn more about those down here. You can see the help. But these 2 terms, limits and stop, make you specify the price. Now I'm going to just say market for my example right now, so I don't have to specify anything. It's good till the next day, according to this. The market's closed. Most of your trades, by the way, will need to happen in the morning or early afternoon time. Once the late afternoon hits, the market's closed. Everything you do will happen the next day when the market starts. All right, so here is the trade. I've got it set up the way I want. I can hit preview my order, and it's going to come out, and it is going to show me what I'm at here. Now, I have something that's new. We're going to try it. Trader notes. You've got to enter every time you make a trade why you've taken this position. So I think hogs is on the decline, and I didn't do a lot of research on this, but here is why. So I'm really looking for you to tell me about each trade. That's going to be part of your grade, so you got to make sure you get all these things done. If you don't get this done, by the way, it will stop you anyway, so you've got to get this finished. So once you get this told to me, you can hit confirm, and it is going to say that you are done. You have a short minus 2 shares, and so it tells me when I've done. It'll be processed when the market opens. All right, so hopefully this shows you a little bit how to trade. If I go back to my dashboard, I won't see anything yet, again, because the trade has not happened. So once the market hits in the morning, I'll see my screen change a little bit to tell me what's going on, and it will actually tell me a little bit about my rank in the class. So make sure that you make your trade. So before Friday, what do you need to do? Number one, you need to go through all the tutorials, take a look at the other resources that are here. Once you get that finished, I want you to make a trade of any kind. On Friday, at the end of the day, I will pull down the list of accounts that are active and the trades that were made and give you points for that. If you don't get that done, you'll get a 0, and then you'll have to, again, deal with that next week and no way to make that up. So get that done by the end of the day. That's your assignment. All right, thanks. Good luck trading.